Hello there, watchy people. How is it going? Welcome back to your title still Swiling still FY. It doesn't. I changed it. I definitely changed it. Alright, I went into the console, Twitch console dashboard and changed it and pressed the update button. Update. It says updated. Do you want to refresh and see if it still does it now, Jay? I'm assuming you can hear me alright. Game says IRL, but title. Okay. Yeah, I changed the title as well. It says building a tiny whoop drone on my title in my dashboard. There is one there. Probably you just don't have permission. Let me reboot Twitch. Okay. Oh. Probably want to actually put the command in there, don't I? That would help. There we go. Who knows? Maybe that'll work. There it goes. Cool, okay. It's weird, I did update it in the Twitch dashboard before, so I don't know why it's not worked, but yeah. So how you doing, Jay? You alright? I need to sort out my workspace. This is a drone that I've been building for a friend, actually. This is a full-scale quad. On the notification it said building a tiny whoop drone. Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Matt. So it's working okay in the thing. This channel never shows in my live list either, so it's probably me. Okay. Cool then. As long as it's you and not me. Yeah, so this is a drone I've been building for my friend Steve. He bought all the parts and I've assembled it for him. Man, the focus on this camera is bad. Never shows on... Okay, that's weird. I wonder if I've got a setting wrong somewhere. Never mind. But yeah, so there you go, just a little preview of something. Well, not a preview, because you're not going to see it later. He's going to take it away and enjoy it and fly it. So pop that up there out the way and bring back the bits that we're working on today. So, you alright as well, Matt? You feeling any better today? We got some new bits and pieces. This is just a battery charger. It's nothing massively exciting. So let's open that. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better. So yeah, we got this this thing here, which is a charger for tiny whoop batteries. This is a tiny whoop battery right here, and yeah, that just kind of plugs in there and charges up. That, I don't know which way around it goes. It goes that way around. So this will charge 6 of those at once, which is cool. So I've got a decent amount of flying time. So I'll tuck that out of the way, and now we can have a look at the interesting bits. So we have a flight controller that controls the flight, in case you were wondering. We've got a box of 3 more batteries, but none of those are charged, whereas this one has charge in it. I prepared and charged that ready. And then we've got some screws and standoffs and things, some elastic bands. We've got the shell of the drone and the propellers, and we've got camera, which I took off of. You guys may or may not have seen the vlog video back when I got this drone, the F-36, Fury B F-36, and flew that around my house, did a house tour on it. You haven't been able to drain your drone's battery all the way down because it lasts so long. Wow, that's an unusual problem to have. Yeah. Most people have an external charger, and you need you plug it in, and they've usually got a mode on the charger for storage charge, called storage charge, and that'll drain it to the appropriate level that's safe to keep a LiPo battery. 30-40 minutes. Wow, you are very lucky with that thing, man. What's my phone doing? Well, Meanybot and AMG have just announced in the Discord that I'm going live, and the last bits are this bit, which is the actual body of the drone. That's the main thing we're going to be working on today. And as you can see, I have already installed the motors in it. Let's get the focus on that properly. There we go. No? There. There you go. I've already installed the motors in it because I have already built this once, but it didn't work, and I had to send some parts back and get replacements. So we're having another go now. So yeah, this is what's going on. So I'm going to tuck the motor cables up through there, and in addition to that, I've also got some rubber bands. I don't know if you can see them very well. It's a bit overexposed. Let's go that way. There we go. Rubber bands holding the cables to the motor, just keep them from dangling around. Wasn't a cheap drone either. Brother-in-law spent $400 on a drone, then immediately broke it on the first flight. Everybody breaks their drones on the first flight. That's how you learn. Well, you should learn on a simulator, really, but it's not always an option. But yeah, so we'll put that to one side for a minute. We'll tuck that over here, and just turn on the soldering iron because we're going to have some soldering to do. That out of the way, because he's an idiot. Nice. I'm sure he's not an idiot. Oh yeah, this is the other bit as well. I need to take this out of the packet. By the way, I know I'm not lit very well. There I am on the other camera. Mine wasn't the first flight because of autopilot. Yeah, I also have, well, you guys have seen it in the Flogs. You've seen my DJI Phantom. Okay, so this is a little packet with a receiver in it. So this will receive the signals from the transmitter, which is kicking around somewhere. Did I take it up? Oh, I think I took it upstairs again. I might have to go and get that. So yeah, this is just a tiny little board that receives the signals from the controller. I think that's what happened to his. It lost connection, so it hovered, but he forgot it did that and started freaking out the controls. Then it connected again to the ground. Oh yeah, learning curve. There's always a learning curve. Right, so I'm going to go get my transmitter. So if you'll stand by for just a few moments, I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Cool, so check out my my awesome lunch bag that I keep my controller in, my transmitter in. I think that's pretty awesome, personally. Yar. Back that down again. At night, it's actually, I believe it's actually illegal to fly a drone at night. Right. Noisy washing machine in the background. I hope that's not too loud for you guys. Hope you can hear me okay. Let's get rid of some of this rubbish. Oh yeah, there's that as well. I forgot to show you that bit. That is a cross brace to strengthen the frame, make it a bit less susceptible to damage when I crash it, because I will. Right, okay, so we've got a little bit of soldering to do. Let's put the transmitter out of the way for now. Take it over here. There we go. No laws. Cool. I'll send KB over and you can deal with him then. Right. I don't think I'm going to be able to put the top cover on because this camera's got to fit, like, it's supposed to go like there, and that ain't going to work. Unless I unsolder and resolder the antenna, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Cool, right, let's put those to one side then. And we'll have a look. Right, I need to sit down now because it's going to be a lot more comfy, so there we go. Now you can see me a bit better. Ah yeah, you can actually see me now. Let's spin it around that way. Cool, that's a lot better. Drill a hole on the front, yeah. Unfortunately it won't work on that one because you've got to get that big bit all the way through, or the camera all the way through, which isn't going to happen. So I might look at adapting it in the future. Did you get exiled to the basement? No, this is my workshop. Basement is my workshop. Yeah. No, I've got a proper carpentry workbench over there. I've got my soldering station here, and yeah, utility room down the end. Yeah, I've got my all my gear down. It's really cold though. That's the only thing. I'm freezing right now. I may even go and get a jumper in a minute because it's freezing. But anyway, let's crack on with this. So this is the big part of what's going on. This is the big deal bit. So if I can open it, that's the first problem with these, is opening them. I have to use my teeth. Right, so we got power cable that we need to use because the one that's fitted to it is too big. You lived in the basement when you lived with your mum. It's super great. Yeah, I bet. Basements are awesome. So we've got some screws and some anti-vibration pads, and then we have the beast itself. That's what we're here for. That is the flight controller. Now, on this particular type of drone, the Tiny Whoop, come on, you can focus on that. You just did. Stop pretending you can't. Man, I need to get a camera with manual focus. You were on it. Anyway. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. We're going to work on that today. And there's just a small part of soldering to do. So, what have we got here then? We've got what a lot. Plus 5 volts, ground, camera VTX. Got a boot. Is that a boot button. Jeez. 5 volts. VOD. Buzzer minus, buzzer positive. Okay, there's lots of pins here that are not necessarily marked up as anything. But the first thing I need to do is to replace the power cable, because it ain't the one we want. So let's get my tools out of here. I'm going to need those, and I'm going to need those at a minimum. So let's figure this out. Right, so I'm going to take the positive off first. Come on, positive. Come on. Doesn't want to go. Should go eventually. There we go. Positive and negative. There we are. Oh, that's a good point. Got a new desk. Your computer's too big for it. Oh, that sucks. Well, lives near IKEA. Just take the measurements and get a desk there. Yeah, that's a good call. I want to get a standing desk for here because I'd be much more comfortable standing up and doing this. But yeah, I can't. I have to bend over, and that hurts my back because I'm an old man now. Right, so that's the pad for wiping the soldering iron, and I need to go and make it wet. There we go. So that bit done. IKEA's great. 2 table desks, price of a normal one. Yeah. Yeah, I do like IKEA. I was there last week, in fact. Right, so we've taken that one off. Now we need the replacement cable. Cool. Right, this one. These are a lot shorter than the ones that came on the other drone that I tried to build, the previous flight controller. So that's a good thing actually, because it means I don't have to shorten them, I can just use them as they are. So we're going to tin these. Tinning means to... Oh, come on. And it's not focusing very well, I do apologise for that. Hopefully it will at some point. So let's get a bit of solder on the iron. And then, boom. That one's done. And boom. That one's done. A bit more on that one, I think. Cool. There we go. Now, my hands are always so wobbly when I'm doing these. It's not great. Right, now I'm going to use this to hold the cable, and I'm going to solder that back on. Might have to use the helping hand actually to hold this thing still. It's kind of a pain because it's not really bad at doing it on its own, but there we go, that's probably going to help me. You want to get one of those sit-stand desks? Yeah, I'd like those. Never knew you did stuff like this. Ah, well, there you go. You learn something new, don't you? Yeah, I did electronics at college, and yeah, I've always been into it. There we go. There's that one. Yeah, never lost the passion for that. Jeez, that's moving so much now. My hands are all shaky as well, partly because it's cold, but partly because I'm old, and when you get old, your hands get shaky. Come on, put that up. There we go. That's what we want. Almost there. Cool. Right, that's attached. Oh. Stick it to the table, blue tack. Yeah, I would do if I had some blue tack. Unfortunately, I haven't got any at the moment. But that's looking pretty good. I'm quite happy with that connection. There we go. You can see where the red and black wires are. That's a job done there. And that one. How you doing anyway, Kessel6? Welcome to the stream. By any chance do you know how to straighten a spring that has a straight part but got bent? Well, that's a interesting conundrum. Not offhand. I mean, normally bent things I just use 2 pairs of pliers and bend them back again. That's how I tend to deal with that sort of thing. But other than that, probably not. Okay, so that's that part done. What I now need to figure out, so that's going to be the back, that's the front. I need to figure out where the receiver gets wired in. So if you'll excuse me a moment, I'm just going to hop onto the internet. Better FPV receiver. See if their knowledge base has got. Okay, better flight. Let's try that. Hopefully save me $60. Oh yeah, definitely have a go with that for $60. Right. I need to find the pinout on it so that I can figure out where. Micro Whoop Brush Series. 10 articles. Basic user manual. Let's try that. Plus OSD. FR Sky, okay. F3 plus OSD, there we go. Oh, okay, that's not a basic manual, that's just a picture. Honestly. Right. So I think it's going to go into these. Well, it's definitely going to go into those. But the question is, from where? And can we do it using these bits and pieces? Let's go back to the chat and back to OBS so I can see what's going on. So this can go up here. Which is which on here as well. So the inner one is the S bus, then 5 volts and then ground. So that's not going to work for me because it's not a straight joint. We are going to have to use some wires. Does it also have audio so you can hear the birds and propellers, or just video? This one is just video, and that's because, as you'll see, it's a very tiny one. So to be honest, I'm not really going to be flying around like where I can't hear it anyway. And yeah, it's on this particular drone. It's just going to be, it's kind of not necessary really. My bigger 5-inch drones have got audio, so yeah, I listen to that as I fly because that really helps in flying, I found. So I'm guessing S-Bus is going to go into UART2. In fact, yeah, I can choose to put it in UART2. NV3. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Cool. Right. So we want 5 volts into this. To be honest, it's going to do that, isn't it? So, yeah. Let's have a look how it sits in the frame. So, which way have I got it? That way, that way. So yeah, that, I believe, is going to be the front. So it will go somewhere like that. Ta-da! There we are. That's how it's going to fit in there. Come on, camera, focus. You can do it. I think it's just given up. I think it's turned off its autofocus feature now. Right. So yeah, this, if we can make this sit around about there, then that would be good. And hopefully that will leave room for the camera to sit on the front like that. That should be just fine. Excellent. So, I need some short pieces of cable. Let me find my box that's got some cables in. So I'm going to carry 5 volts. So there's a black. And we'll have green, I think. Oh, we can have yellow. Yeah, let's use these, shall we? White. There we go. White's going to be the one we want. So I'm going to snip that off out there. Put that back. I'm not going to need that. And then I am going to need a bit more power for the camera later on. So I'll keep that one out. Awesome. I'll put that back. Move that out the way. Right. Let's do this thing. So I'm going to get just a teensy bit off the end of that, if I can. Oh, it doesn't want to go. There we go. Oh, that only needs to be like really short. don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because it's so short. Let's there we are. Right. Wow, tiny little wires. Teeny little wires. Are you guys still with me? Maybe, maybe not. So let's tune that. There we go. And tune that. There we go. And then we're going to tin the 5-volt pad. Ooh. Let's take this off of here, shall we? Get rid of that muck off of the iron. And here we go. So we're going to tin the 5-volt pad. We're going to tin the ground pad. Come on. Is that done? Yep. And we're going to tin the UART2 pad. Oh, looking up Eachine FPVs on Banggood, looking up which to buy. Oh, Eachine FPVs. What kind of flying are you going for? What is it you're after? Like, are you after racing? Are you after freestyle? Are you after indoor, outdoor? You've got a massive range of choice there, my friend. Right. So. Oh man. Crocodile clips there have crushed that. Okay. Something cheap just to get started, preferably with camera for outdoors. Okay. You might want to go with something like the Eachine. Is it the E10? I think it's called the E10. Because it's small, so you can fly it indoors, but it's got enough power that you can fly it outdoors as well. So yeah, you'll be able to do stuff with it. Yeah, look that one up, and it kind of looks a bit like this one actually. You'll have trouble getting something cheaper than that that's decent. Anything else will literally be a toy. Like, you won't be doing anything significant with it other than just kind of flying around. Yeah, I believe the E10, you can reflash the software that's on the flight controller so that you can do more with it. So you can, like, with that you'll be able to progress later on as well. Right, so this is going to ground. Come on. Well, that didn't work. Clearly didn't tin that very well. The E10 doesn't seem to be able to lift a camera. Maybe something. Oh, okay. I thought there was a version of the E10 that came with a camera. I thought I saw one when I was looking yesterday. No, that's no good. Off you come again. Geez, I'm making a pig's ear of this. If you guys want to feel better about your soldering skills, then £10 doesn't seem to be... Oh yeah, you've already read that one. That's weird. Is that done? That's suitably... Yeah, that's suitably connected. Perfect. Now we'll do the white one, which I can't pick up. It's exciting stuff, this. E13 looks like a very small camera and cheap, comes with goggles for £40. That's pretty good then. Yeah, that might be a good starting place for you. I mean, you're not going to do like flips and stuff like that with it, but you'll be able to fly it around. So, yeah, that's not a bad option. You might also want to check out GearBest and the Furry Bee drones, F-U-R-I-B-E-E. Those are pretty up there. Like the one I was flying before this, I was showing earlier on, the F-36. That cost me about £12, and then I soldered a camera on top of it and flew around. In fact, it's the camera that I'm using for this drone. I took it off and I'm using it on here. Ooh. Okay. Too much muck on my soldering iron, that's my biggest problem right now. Okay, that's that one. And then I think I'll do the red again, because it came out a bit manky on that one. We'll get the end off there. Look it about there. There we go. It just misshapes the wire immediately when you touch it. There we go. That was a better job, I think. It's not working. What's not working, Matt? Oh, bending the spring. Oh, that's a shame, man. But that's generally what I do with things that are bent. It's just a couple of pairs of pliers. Do my best to pull it back. Right, here we go. This last one. Oh. Ugh. Not doing very well with this. There we go. There we go. Not bad. I'm getting better. Getting better with my soldering. It's all about practice with these things. Every time. Okay. So the bit of paper tells me, you can see it there, that the inner pin is at the S bus, then 5 volts and then ground. So the white cable needs to go to that one. Will it go through there? It might. Oh, it does and all. Wow, that's handy. So actually what I can do now is literally do that. And that is on. Superb. Check out that. So 5 volts is next. It's going to be tricky to get into the right position. There we are. That's gone through there. So now we can solder that up. Two. And then lastly, that was right, wasn't it? Yeah, 5 volts. And then ground is at the corner. Oosh. There we go, that's gone through there. So, with any luck, this will solder down nicely too. What's a whoop drone? A whoop drone is a small drone, so tiny whoop is that's the frame for it. But basically, instead of like the toys that are usually about that size, it's got a fully functional flight control in it. So if you've seen the 5-inch racing drones and freestyle drones, it's basically like that, but in a much smaller package. So it's got less power and everything to go with it, but it's like a super powerful version of the toy drones that you can actually fly manually. So you can roll it and flip it and do all those kinds of things. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm building one of them, and I've just soldered the receiver, which is this piece, to the flight controller, which is this piece. Guess these Whoop drones don't have onboard cameras. Well, it's funny you should say that actually, because yes, it does. Here is the example of said onboard camera. I can make it focus properly. There we go. That's going to sit on top, and I can view it through my goggles. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Awesome sauce. Awesome. Oh, that's a terrible saying. Awesome sauce. Nice. So yeah, I will be using it for FPV flying. First person view. Okay, so we've attached the receiver now. So we can do our best to hold that down out of the way. That's cool. And I don't know where... Okay, so there is power for the camera, which we can do later. So I've done the receiver, I've done the power. Anything else need to be attached? I don't think it does. So what we can do now is try and bind it to our controller. So forward is that way. So let's tuck the battery in, because that way we'll know which way round it goes. Do it like that. Yeah, that's alright. Right, so I've got to do something with this aerial cable. Right, let's tuck that down there. Yeah, I won't, Jay, don't worry. I can't even remember what I said now. Like, it was so bad that I've blocked it out of my memory. There we go, right, so that's going like that. So I'm just getting these wires out of the way. Oof. Okay, figure out where to go next with this thing. Camera. Doesn't want to look at it. I think the future is these small unobtrusive drones. New government laws in place are now making large drones pick up the flying public spaces. Yes, it's becoming harder and harder. It looks like you're going to have to register anything over 250 grams, and 250 grams is not a lot. Not a lot at all. So yeah, it's going to be tricky. But these are good fun. And are you a drone pilot yourself? Do you do anything like that? Right, I think I'm just going to hook this up to the computer now and see what we can do. So, I'm going to stand up now because I can do that. Let's find the program. Drones, there we go, drones, beta flight. Cool. So, window capture, there we go. Beta flight is already there. So what can I do with this? No, not drone pilot, I'm looking into this as a hobby. Ah, cool. Well, in that case, you might be interested. Just hide that again. So this is the sort of thing that I've been flying normally. It's a little bit bigger compared to that. There you go. So yeah, that's my 5-inch drone. Again, FPV camera on the front. And that, yeah, that does rolls and flips and all sorts of stuff. I fly that around for fun. Nice and fast, but you need a big space to do it in. So I'm building this little one because I want to be able to fly kind of at home in my garden whenever I want. So we've got like a little field out back with some trees and things, so I'm going to use this to fly around those. So what I'm going to do is plug in my USB cable into my computator. There we go. I'm going to run the cable around there so that I don't burn it on the soldering iron. And then that plugs into the port on the back of the drone. So there we go. You'll see that, come on. You see that lights come on. There we are. So what I need to do now is to go to window capture, and there you are. You can see the drone already has it's the other way up. That's interesting. So let's go to settings and then board sensor alignment. It's going to be accelerometer alignment. 180-degree flip, I think, is the right one. Can such a small drone recover from strong gusts of wind? No, not really. Let's go back to left again. Right, back, left. Okay, so now it needs to be spun round because I'm spinning it so it's going forwards, backwards, left, right. So when I tilt it forwards, it's actually going backwards. So what I need to do now is go here and tell it that the yaw, is it the yaw? And the pitch is 180 degrees different, I think. Let's try that. Connect. Oh, no, okay. I got that the wrong way around. No, this one doesn't have a GPS built in. So the yaw is going to be 180 degrees. Connecting. Right. Back, front, and right. Oh, still not quite right. Is it the top one then? Is it 180 degrees up there? Let's try that. No, this one's going to be fully manually flown. It can auto level, but it can't choose where it's going to be in the same way as a drone does. Oh. Okay, something went very wrong there. Calibrate accelerometer. There we go. Right. So what's going on there? Turn that one off, save and reboot. Let's calibrate again. Right, back. Top, left, right, back, front. That appears to be doing the right thing now. That's interesting. Okay, so now we've got to figure out how to bind this controller. That button there? Okay. This looks interesting. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've got a little drone flight controller here, and you can see it's moving as I do that. So I'm going to sort that stuff out later on. I'm going to worry about the control mechanism now. So, back to the manual. How you doing anyway, Rufio? Welcome along. Binding procedure, okay. Turn on the transmitter while holding the FS button on the module. Where's the FS button? Refer to the module instruction manual. This is the module instruction manual. Oh, bind button is next to the antenna. Okay. Bind and ground. Right. So, what we're going to do is that a button? Jeez, they reckon that's a button, but it's not. Rufio making the rounds. Yep, you can't blame the guy. Got to do his duty. Okay, so that's in bind mode now. So what I can do, let's hop back, hide this one. There we go, so we can see what we're doing. Got to visit the husbands. Nice. So I'm going to get my transmitter back now, and hopefully you'll be able to see what's happening. If I pop the camera there, you should be able to see. If I turn that on. Oh.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Excellent. Cool.
Throttle warning.
Right, throttle. Oh yeah, I have to take the protectors off.
Switch warning.
And the switches up top. Brilliant. Right, fail safe not set. Yeah, we'll sort that out in a minute. So the red light is on here. I'm going to go to the model setup, and we're going to go page to settings, and geez, you can't really see that bit. There we go, that's better. So I'll pop that there, and then we're going to go down, no, go up to find bind, and we're going to hit bind. Oh. What did I do there? What are you doing? 1 to 8 telemetry off, okay. And what does it do? Okay. Fundamentally connect the battery. Green LED indicates receiving commands. Cool. Okay. There we go. So that is now successfully bound, I believe. So if we go now, we're going to cycle the power on this. So I'm going to unplug it and then plug it back in. There we go. So red LED, green LED. We're good to go. Excellent. So if we now go back over to Betaflight, which is here, we can now go down to the controller and hopefully, yes, throttle your roll and pitch. Perfect. Right, these do need a little bit of adjusting though. So we'll go back here. Oh, where are we? Oop, yeah, that one. Page. We need to do some trimming. Some mixer outputs, curves, special functions, custom scripts, telemetry. Okay, that's not what we need to do. Okay, radio setup. One page. Trainer version, switches, analogs, hardware, location. Okay, that's the wrong place to do that then. I thought it was in one of these. I'm kind of learning how to do this again myself. Flight modes, inputs. No, that's not what we want. Mixer. We need to change the endpoints on here. Okay, let's have a look online. So, Terrace QX7 subtrim. Okay, let's give that a go. Gonna mute you. Go on, play. Ba ba ba. He hasn't even turned the radio on yet in this video. Right, come on. There we go. Right. Are you gonna do anything? Oh, it's not that. Oh, you're not doing it through the... Ah, there we go. Is that it? Outputs. So how did you get to there through the menus? Outputs is where we want to be. Okay, we'll give that a try. So, page setup, how do you set up, flight modes, inputs. Oh, I don't have any. Ah, there we go, there's outputs. Right. So, channel 1 is the throttle. So, edit, minimum. Okay. That should be exactly 1500, I believe. Oh no, because I've got other stuff on it as well. Okay, let's leave that as it was. Sorry guys, I know you're not seeing this properly at the moment. Let's take that off. So at the moment I'm trying to get that back to 0 where it was. Let's try ppm center, see if that changes what I'm looking for. Oh, you know what? I think it's actually fine where it is. Let's leave that at 0. Cool. Alright, we won't bother with that. Right, so that's all good then. It's controlling the way it's meant to control. Perfect. So now we're going to do some switches. No, that's motors, that's modes. Okay, so arm is... Which one's that going to be? Well, let's go back to the controller. No? It's not picking up all of those. Interesting. Wonder why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, have I got to set that up in here as well? Set up flight modes, inputs. Yeah, I do. I need to do. Do that A. SF, there we go. Don't need any of that. Right, so now that should have a switch available there. Okay, cool. Need to add an output as well though, so I'm going to do that one. Input B. And then source is going to be SA, okay? Then we're going to go page. One, two, five, three. Okay. Inputs, mixer. 5. Yeah. Channel 6. Yeah. Awesome. Yes, aux 1, aux 2. Perfect. Right. Got the switches going. Yay. Cool. So now we can go back to this one. And ARM mode can be that switch. So that's perfect. And then this one's going to be aux 2. and we're going to go angle mode is when it's down there, and we're going to do horizon mode walks 2 in the middle, and then that's good. So save that and arm that. So that's the kill switch now. Cool. Okay. What are you doing? Excellent. Cool, we're all good. Let's save. Now, I guess we want to put it in to the drone. So let's do that. Disconnect. I'll take that. And then we can go back over here with the camera. I'll turn this off. Cool. Right. Ba, 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 ba. Somewhere like that. Beautiful. Okay, right, let's mount this baby up then. So what we've got to do, actually we should probably put the camera power in first. Let's do that. Let's do that. So that is 5 volts and ground. So it's the top 2 pins on this side. We can handle that. Let's get those tinned. Jeez. I wish this cable was a bit better managed. Right. Let's open that up. There we go. That's better. Hmm? Yeah, that looks okay. Cool. Bit of soldering. Bit more soldering. Sorry guys, on that last bit where I was sorting out the switches, I probably should have put Betaflight back on the screen for you so you could see what was going on. But I didn't, because I'm a terrible, terrible streamer. Right. A positive 5 volts. It's going to be that one. Eesh, come on. Yeah, man. There we go. No, not quite. Jeez. This is irritating. This is very irritating. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I got. So, now I'm going to solder this down in there. There we go. And then the black one. We go down in there. Lovely. I think I need to get a finer nib for my soldering iron. Those two on nice and good. Yep, they're on perfectly fine. So that's going to sit like that on there. Lovely. That's going to be great. So now I can put these spacers on. So these are going to sit around the posts, and they're going to stop vibrations from the motors, well, not stop, but inhibit the vibrations from the motors getting to the flight controller and confusing the sensors. They're telling it which way to turn. So, 1, 2, 3. That one needs to be cleared. It's got a little blip on the end. There we go. Get rid of that. Wow. Okay, so that's going to be the back, isn't it? That way around. So front. Yeah, front's all good. And that one goes on there. That one goes on there, and there, and on there. Ah. Let's come off. Let's come off. There we go. Get you back in there. No. Come on, you can do it. Oh. This is annoying because I did it perfectly yesterday, straight away. And today, it all goes wrong. There we go. Right, get those rubber bits on the corners. And try again. So what I need now is for these things to be proper out the way. I don't think that's going to happen very easily. Come on. Right, that's about as good as it's going to get, I think. So let's get that in there. 1, 2. No. You go in. That's it. Put it in there. Yep, 2, 3. Oh, this is starting to look like it's going right. Just need to get that one on. Lovely. Oh, not quite. Not quite. That was nearly there. It popped at the last second. Lovely. That's in. Cool, guys, we've got our board mounted. Yay! Perfect. That's our power connection, goes down there. We've got our transmitter receiver. Just our receiver, not our transmitter receiver. And now we can get out the screwdriver. And get this thing plugged in. Nope, not that one. Don't use that screwdriver. Try that one. Yep, that's pretty good. We'll go with that. Right. So now, got to get these things in there. Yeah. Come on. That one don't like it. Right, let's go around to the others first. Yeah. I always forget that motors have got big magnets in, that's how they work. And so when you try and put a screw in somewhere, it just pings off into the motor. Come on. Trying to do it so you guys can see. There we are. Come on. 2 more to go. Eesh, where did that go? Oh, it's still on the screwdriver. Thought it had pinged off somewhere, but it had just stuck to the screwdriver's magnet. There we go. There we go, one more to go. And then we're going to see if we can do something better with that one because it's not on very well. I don't think I'm going to get commissioned for this, let's put it that way. I mean, I'm not doing an amazing job, and I'm also not being very entertaining. So, let's see. There we go, that's right. Now let's see if we can do something a bit more satisfactory with this one. Get that screw out altogether. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure that is going to get any better than it was. It's not actually fully on the... Hey, there we go. That might be better. Let's try that. Let's try it now. Much better, I think. Oh. Cool. There we are. Perfect. Right, okay. So now we can hook up these motors. So we're going to pop that one in there. We can. I have to use the pliers for this, get it right. Make sure we don't damage anything. Right. Does look right. Yeah, there we go. Went in the end. And then this one goes in here. Oh, went in my hand, nice and easy. And then this one goes in here. And then this one goes in here. Lovely. Right, so now you're looking at the front. How about that? Yeah, looking good. Come on. Cameras, it's still not doing. Charge all the monies. Charge all the batteries in this instance. Right, okay. So motors are hooked up. So now what we've got to test is that the motors are spinning in the correct directions. So I guess we're going to do that with a little bit of tape on each one. Here's the tape. So let's figure out how to do this. One. And two. Those six. And how do we do it? Three. Little flag on that one. There we go. And four. Awesome. There we go. I don't think we need these screws because I don't think we're going to be able to put the shell on. But you never know. Right. All that stuff aside. And now we should be able to hook this up. Like that. I'm going to turn the soldering iron off because hopefully we've got no more soldering to do. So we'll hook this up again like that. And this time we'll hook battery up as well. There we are. Green lights on the sides. Oh, and the camera has got power as well. So let's just check the camera's working okay. Oh, I think I've taken it upstairs. Alright. We won't do that for now. Let's check the motors like I said we would. Right, okay, back to beta flight. And I'll leave you guys watching the things, watching the drones, so that you can see what's going on. So, at the moment, got 1, 2, 3, 4. That may or may not be right. Okay, that's the back left. Okay. 2, 3, 4. So that's going right. You know what, guys? I think I got the front and the back of this mixed up. I don't think I can because the arrow's pointing the right way. Anyway, doesn't matter. So let's change the motor map, quad X. So try that. Connect. And then see what this does. So 1 is the bottom left. 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm going to have to change this. So I'll show you guys what I'm doing now. Windows, there we go. Right, so CLI. So what I'm going to do is type in resource. And now what we need to pay attention to is this section here with the motors. We've only got 4 motors, so we only need to worry about the first 4. And I'm going to pop that into a text file so that I can remember it, because I'm going to change those now. Yeah, whatever, documents, that'll be fine. Okay, have you got me a thing? There, right, okay. Paste that. So, motor 1 is A06. So now I have to change all of this stuff, which is always a bit of a pain. So, motor 1, I want to be the front left, which is currently motor 2. So, resource set motor 2 none. And then I'll copy this so that I don't have to keep doing it over and over. Oh. Oh, I didn't spell it right. Oh, you know what? Huh? That's invalid. Does it have to be capitals? Invalid. I'm going to have to find what the command was again. Beta flight remap motors. That's Joshua Bardwell's one. That's what I'm looking for. Is it set first? Okay. Back a little bit. Yeah. There we go. He's going to type it in now. Oh. Go on, type it. You have to put the,
I would type resource motor 1, and then I want to move motor 1 to motor 2. So motor 2 is A07. So I'm going to type motor 1 A07.
Oh, okay, so it's as simple as that. I didn't think it was as easy as that. Right. So, there's no set. No. Ah. Done. There we go. That works. Right. So now I can set motor 1. I need to get that back up again. Here we go. Right. Resource motor 1 A07. Okay. So 1, 2. Which way round does it want to be? Oh, I didn't save that. Darn it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's currently 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 is correct actually. So I just need 1 in to where 2 is. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Man, my brain is frazzled. So have they gone back to where they were? Yeah, they have. Okay, resource, motor, and then copy to none. And resource, motor 1 A07. Right, so that's put 1 in the right place. So now 1 is A06, so resource motor 4 A06 and resource motor 2 needs to be B09. Okay, save. That should have worked now. So if I connect, by the way, to run the motors, I'm going to this tab here, and I'm ticking that box and I'm moving these sliders up and down for 1 to 4. So that's just to let you know what I'm doing there. So I'll get that out of the way so you can see what's going on. And now, oops, come on. Why don't you stay where I put you? Alright, we'll do it that way then. So you should be able to see all the flags now. Right. There we go. You can see all the flags now, so you can see which way round it's actually turning. So if I've done it right, motor 1 will be this one. Yep. Motor 2 will be this one. Yep. Motor 3 will be this one. And motor 4 will be that one. Perfect. Right, so 4 is now spinning correctly. 3 is spinning, I think, correctly. 2 is spinning correctly, and 1 is spinning correctly. Brilliant. Excellent. I think we're there, guys. I think we're actually there. So, right. Now I can spin all of them at once by putting the master up. Perfect. Okay, it's working. I'm going to put expert mode on and then get my window back up for you guys, because now I am going to go to failsafe. Right, so that is flat. So calibrate accelerometer. There we go. That's done. You are at 2 is enabled, so that's already working. We don't need to worry about that. Settings. Brushed, yeah, that's fine. Motor stop is off. And no, you know what? I'm going to leave motor stop on. Regardless of the throttle value when arm is configured. Yeah, that's fine. Leave all of that as it says. Yeah, it's already done S-Bus. Features telemetry, OSD, beeper configuration. Fine, fine, fine. Battery. Yeah, we didn't change any of that. Failsafe. Here we go. Right, so it's going to drop. That seems fine. Yep, there we go. Save and reboot. Okay, and I'm going to connect, and I'm just going to make sure. No? Come on, why aren't you connecting? What's going on? You're fine a minute, okay? There we go. Right. So, geez, this thing just doesn't know which way up it is. Why are you turning? Okay. Calibrated that. So, top, right, left, back. Okay, so it does now believe it's the right way around. So, it's time for a test flight, guys. We can close beta flight and see what happens. So we're going to get the propellers on, take off these flags. I'm going to have to stick down this camera. So we'll undo battery. We'll put a blob of glue down for the receiver. There we go. Make sure that that's nice and secure on there. And then we'll put a blob of glue down for the camera as well. Now we're not going to be doing too much aerobatics on this, so I think we'll just have it at a very slightly up angle, like that. There we go. Excellent. Right, that keeps that out of the way. And then what do I do with this wire? Tuck it through there, maybe. I don't know, to be honest. The receiver wire is getting in the way. Don't want it to be sucked into the propellers. So let's see where we can put it. Go down there, maybe, and then just a little bit of glue to hold it in. That might work. Let's give that a shot. A little bit of hot glue on there. There we go. No, don't do that. Go up there. Cool. Just going to hold it out of the way for now anyway. So, take off these flags. Get some propellers out. The propellers are in a bag inside a bag. Brilliant. Right. Okay. There we go. Right, so that's going to be clockwise. That's going to be anti-clockwise. Get these right down on those spigots. There we go. That's going to be clockwise. Come on. Good. I've bent that one a bit. And that's going to be an anti-clockwise. There we go. Right. So we've got our props in as well now. So now we can hook up the battery. And we can get back our transmitter.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Right. Okay, that's now not receiving. We did bind you, right? Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to have to plug it in again. Plug in. Get out beta flight. Okay, for some reason we're not receiving now. Let's disconnect the battery. Because of the hot glue. Let's take that off. Won't come off now. Stuck too well. I don't think we've got any power to the receiver. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. We'll fix that. Ah, one of my solders has come off. Because of the camera. That will be the problem. So we'll pull that off. There we are. Yep, that's the problem. Pulled my ground connector out, so we're going to have to do another solder joint. Let's turn that off again. There we go. Ooh. Never flies first time. That's one thing you learn, is it never ever flies first time. Let's get this glue off. Ow. That wasn't helping. Right, okay. Okay, that'll do for the minute. Right. Camera out the way. I'm going to get a new bit of solder on the iron. Let's bring this a bit closer, shall we? It's not high enough yet. I turned it off because I was done, or so I thought. We're never done. Leave that a bit longer. Oh, that's a shame, guys. We were so close to working then. Thought that was going to be it. We'd be on. But you know, not to worry. Not to worry. What are we doing? Nearly there. There we go. It's got a bit of solder now. Where do we want to go? Start on. Yeah, they're all coming off now. Oh, blimey. Right, I think I need to tin these pads a little better. Let's clear this out of the way. There we go. Right. Oh dear. Try not to burn anything else while I'm doing it. Off the button. Come on, you get off there. Urgh. It's actually broken the wire off on the white one. No, it's there. Not looking very healthy there. Okay. That's signal wire done. Just need the ground now. Come on. Don't let me grab hold of it. There we go. Right. That feels much better. I'm gonna stick that down again while I've got the opportunity. Get that camera wire out of the way. Ooh. Yeah, I do need to get that old glue out before I try and glue the camera again. It's going to be a pain. That bit. Okay, it's coming now. I think it just needed longer to dry before it is going to come off. Okay, let's just plug this in again and make sure. Where did I put the battery? There it is. Make sure that it still fires up as expected. Yeah, we got power on the transmitter again. That's good. Right. More glue. There we are. Very, very slight lift on that. There we go. It's kind of the idea for that to just be allowed to fall off if you have a crash. What am I going to do with this receiver wire now? I think maybe I will just put a bit more glue on there. Put it back where I initially put it. Cool. Right, okay. Take 2 for that first flight. Right, we're on, we're powered.
Welcome to OpenTX. Switch menu.
And we are connected. Brilliant. Okay, guys, it's working. Let's see how this goes. See whether it works properly. I'm going to put this into angle mode so that it corrects itself. Not quite. I'm going to put this on the floor and try again. Okay. It's flying. There we go. It is flying. You see that on the camera? There it is. Beautiful. Check it out. Already crashed it. There we go. Barely started and I've already crashed it. Excellent. So we've got one last thing to test, and that is whether or not the video transmitter is working. So bear with me just a moment and I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. These are the goggles which I use. So let's pop them somewhere like that. Ideally, I wonder if I can prop them up with something. Will that work? That might do it. That's the alternative actually. If I get my Fairy Bee box. Oh yeah, check that out. So you're looking at what I see when I fly normally. So you see your screen? Yes, you can see a screen. There we go. So now I will plug the battery in on the quad. There we go, that's plugged in. And now I press the auto search button. And it finds the channel. Oh yes, there we go. Check it out. Let's get rid of this light. It's very light. Yeah, it might just be the angle of the goggles actually, I don't know. Anyway, there you go. So, let's have another crack, shall we? There you go. It's flying. Man, that confused me then. Turn around. There you go. Right. I'm not very good at flying it towards myself. Like the battery's nearly dead now, so I'll come back. Yeah, it can't even fly anymore. There we are. Job done. So, thank you very much for watching. We have built a tiny whoop. I'm going to turn that off. Take it away. And then show you guys one more time. We built a tiny whoop drone. There you go. Job done, guys. I think we can be proud of that, or I can be proud of that. Excellent. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.